Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Monday, a brand new week, and you know what that means. A brand new week with brand new finds. I have items that are from $125 all the way up to $5. But those items I'm going to show at the very end of the video like I always do. I don't like there to be any confusion whatsoever. So if you follow my channel and you're going, wait a minute, why is she not in the pink room and where is she right now? Well, I'm actually in the family room hanging out here on the couch. And the reason for that is because the other day I'm in my filming room over there and I said, no, there's some changes that need to be done. So one thing led into another, and needless to say, that room is half empty right now. I washed all the walls, you know, just kind of like a spring clean. I kind of probably went a little bit overboard, but I've been wanting to do something different in that room anyways. And since all the decor was changing over, I said, if I'm going to do it, this is a good time to do it. So that room is kind of a little bit of a whirlwind right now. And if I was to record in there, you would hear nothing but a complete echo. And I didn't want to do that to all of you. So that's what's going on with that. Beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley. I can't forget my weather update. It was absolutely gorgeous. We do have another gorgeous day coming tomorrow. And then we've got some more rain moving in for the end of our April going into May. Unbelievable. All right. Every single item in this video came from the same locations. This one is, I always mention throughout the Hudson Valley. This particular location was Hyde Park. So if you're familiar with 9, Hyde Park is in the Hudson Valley. It's over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house you go. All right, so I have been missing in action for just a couple of days. I've just been busy. You know, we all just get stuff going on with spring cleanup going on, and now me ripping apart the pink room. You know, just things kind of going on. But I'm always so excited to spend some me time with all of you guys. And for those of you that checked on me and said, hey, Beth, you okay? I do really appreciate that very much. All right, so I do have some finds for all of you. I'm going to start off with some things from the party aisle. I love my parties. I love to decorate for anything, to be honest with you. And I've been really stacking up on different birthday things, just kind of keeping stuff, you know, around. Pretty much this particular Dollar Tree, they have their party stuff in 2 different sections, and I'm referring to this Hyde Park store. Basically, they have party in the front of the store, and then they've got party like in the back towards the corner, which I'm not sure why. Maybe they're getting ready to do a reset or a remodel. But I just want to let you know that there is stuff in 2 different spaces. I never just go to one aisle, look, and then leave a store. I'm usually up and down every aisle. But that's just me and how I shop. But if you go in specifically to an aisle looking for something and it's not there, you probably want to check other aisles sometimes, because sometimes they move stuff and they just don't let you know. All right, this is a set of yard signs. And basically, and I was going to like open it, but you know what? I think because of the light I'm in right now, you can actually see on the front of the package, you get this big sign that says the party is here. And then this little set of balloons and this birthday cake pops right into the top of the sign, which you can see right there. Let me get the glare off for you. Right there on the top of the sign. What's nice about this, it's that plastic. So if it happens to rain on your party, literally, that's not going to melt like cardboard or anything like that would. It's got that hard plastic. All right, these had been on my wish list for a hot minute. Miss Margot hauled them a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, man. I'm in New York. Margot's in Connecticut. I'm like, oh, please, please, please let me find them. And I did, and I really can't wait to get into them. These are so perfect for a party. I just love them. So it's this big balloon, and this one is a big champagne bottle. Now, when I say it's a big balloon, it is 30 inches high. Well, it's 29.33 inches high by 11.81 inches in width. These are so fun for parties. So you get this big champagne bottle, and what you're seeing there is just the little tab that tucks under, so don't pay attention to that. They also had this big martini glass, and they're all really big. These you blow up with a straw that they give you. You probably could do helium in those. But if you take them to a Dollar Tree, I know that they will not do it because Dollar Tree doesn't do that anymore. I've tried. Party Cities are gone. I think Michael's, maybe Five Below, and some Staples stores now I'm seeing starting to carry some Party City stuff. Not sure what that's about. This one's my favorite, and I got 2 of these. And this is this really gorgeous pink champagne glass. Love it. Here's the pink, and then the bubbles are like all done in white and a kind of like a silver color. Really cool. So yeah, those were on my wish list. I was so excited to find those. All right. They also had just a couple more things I want to share with you. These I think are awesome, especially for me when I do a party for somebody. I go from the outdoor decor to the way they walk into the decor, to the way the tables are decorated. These are perfect for table decor. And if you want to switch things up a little bit, besides for birthdays, for baby showers, for weddings, you could use this for any of that. This is a balloon stick holder. So what you're getting is this plastic holder. You're getting all the sticks that go into the holder. Then you're getting all the tabs that are going to hold all the balloons, and it will end up looking just like this. And then you get this happy birthday little paper sign to add to it. If you guys want to see one of these all put together, let me know. They're really pretty. So they had this blue one. Then they had this one here, all in pink, and it says happy birthday with the birthday cake. They had this one that's all in pink, and it just had this cupcake with the cherry on top, and that's what it looks like. Now, you could change up the color of your balloons, but the color of your balloons is the whole point of this theme going on here. Last but not least, they had this one here that simply just says happy birthday, which could be, you know, for anybody. And this one's all done in pink, or you could switch it up and do it blue if you want. They did have another one, and I'm trying to think if it was birthday. I think it said, I'm going to have to double check myself. I never want to give any wrong information. All right, so this particular store, I think I just hit my camera, my bad, has a awesome Crafter Square section, which is all the stuff that you could possibly think of for home DIYs, just for everything. So I gathered some of these things together because these are going to be for my girls down under. These are a set of pearl head pins. They like to do all kinds of crafting and sewing and things like that. They also had these, and I remember my mom having these because my mom had a big fold-out wooden sewing machine that you open the top, and then the sewing machine popped up to the top, and then another piece of wood clicked up, and then it went, and your table was your stand. She used to have bobbins. I always thought that was a funny word, bobbins, but they have bobbins at Dollar Tree. I was like, oh my gosh, how great are these? If you are a sewer, these are right up your aisle. They also had this entire needle repair kit. Awesome, awesome. For those of you that like to, excuse me, what is it called? Needlepoint. They had this color and this color, or cross stitch needlepoint, and then loving, it's actually called floss, but basically that's what it's used for, which I was super excited to find all this for the girls. And then they had a couple more things in the crafter section. They had woven elastics, and this is a 1/2 inch, and it's 1.5 yards. They had sewing machine needles. I can remember taking my mom to Joann Fabrics and getting needles for her sewing machine, and oh my goodness, she had all that kind of stuff. And then I saw this, and I had a little bit of a giggle. And, you know, Mother's Day is hard for me because, you know, my mom's not here anymore and we're not going to go there. But my mom used to go to Kmart's when Kmart was around. We used to shop at the Kmart in Addison, Illinois on Lake Street and Old 53, if you're familiar with that area back home in Illinois. These are bra extenders. My mom used to get these and she used to have such a hard time finding them, but she always found them at the Kmart. So yeah, I had such a giggle when I saw that and I thought of my mom and I said, well, since I got the girls all that crafting stuff, I'm just going to put that in there because I'm sure somebody could use that for sure. All right, let's go over to, oh, just a few more things for my girls down under. Hold up. These are so cute. These are by Love Your Onesies brand. Look at these little baby hats. So you're going to get 2 on the set. They're super soft. This is a brand name company. So I did pick up 2 sets of those. They're so cute. They also had, by the same company, these little baby socks. I love little baby shoes and baby socks. These are 0 to 6 months, and you're getting 3 of them. And on the back of the packaging, right there, the original price was $3. Unbelievable, right? At Dollar Tree. They also had 6 to 12 months. So I grabbed a pack of 3 of those as well. Now, this particular location only had pink. Now, I don't know whether there's blue or not. Let me see here. They covered up the original price tag. Let me just peel it off because I want to see how much these hats were originally. But Dollar Tree put their sticker over it. The hats were originally $3 each as well. So that is a great buy if you know someone having a babies. There you go. All righty. Let's go over to, oh, you know what? Let me share these with you guys. Over in the aisle where you get your socks, underwear, things like that, they have the Briscoe adult t-shirts. Now, these are size 3X, which are rather large, but I like them that way. Patty, really? I'm in the living room here, and you're going to go by on the bike. Oh, you're in such big trouble, girl. All right, so these are big. I like them that way. You know why? Because they're sleepy shirts. These shirts are awesome. I got them last year. I got them the year before. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They are made darn well. First of all, there is your neckline. If I remember correctly, bear with me, they are pre-shrunk, 100% cotton. So they're still going to shrink some. The sleeves are great. Look at the stitching on the sleeves. These are not like defects or anything like that. Now, yes, like I said, it's a bit big, but it's an awesome nightshirt. You're getting out of the shower and you don't want to throw on a heavy robe. Say you're in like a place like, oh, Florida. Let's talk about Cheryl in Florida. She's getting out of the shower. She doesn't want to throw on a heavy, hot robe. She wants to throw on something light and airy, you know, because as soon as you get out of the shower, you're all hot again. Anyways, they had them in a slew of colors. I got this hot pink. Well, it's not really a hot pink. It's more of a magenta. But then they also have this like brick red. I'm not sure if the screen's showing that color. I mean, come on, for $1.50 a t-shirt, you can't go wrong. Even if I'm working out in the yard, working out on the car in the garage, if it gets bad or dirty or whatever, I'm not, you know, spending $10 on a t-shirt somewhere to go outside and ruin it doing yard work. All right, makeup and beauty. What was going on in makeup and beauty? A few things, actually. And I have things like piled around me, so if you think I'm like, you know, squirreling out, I'm not. I'm just trying to look at everything I have. All right, Okay, so who is that? Cheryl? Margot possibly. I don't even know, you guys. You guys are bad. All right, makeup and beauty. They have these by Must Have Beauty Care. This is a mini cosmetic pouch. But check it out. First of all, there's these little baby ones. I love these because you know what? They have a little seal on the back, and you can just pop your finger in there, and they're so easy to get into those creases and crevices and wrinkles. I'm just saying. So it's this little plastic case you get with it, which is so cool. I love the little case. Again, you're getting several of these in a couple of different colors. If you don't know what they actually look like, it's a little baby sponge. These are great, like I said, for getting in those small spaces. And then they have this like little elastic thing that you slip your finger down in there. And then before you know it, voila. You could do a puppet show or wax on, wax off. No, I'm kidding. But basically, see what you're getting? You're getting that point into those creases and crevices, into the areas you can't get into. And quite frankly, I've had these and I've rinsed them off before and then dried them, and they've come back okay. You know, I guess it just depends on what you use on it and how much you beat them up, but I think they're great. All right, also Makeup and Beauty had a cute little set. This would be fun to put. My bells are going off here. All right, these are by Be Pure. These are grapefruit bubbling mask, illuminating oxygen, and it is a scented grapefruit palma. It is a drink. It's a drink. You know, we have Mother's Day coming up, but say you got a girls' night coming up, what I would do is get these and then get the liquor that matches and put it with it, like the little liquor bottles. That's just my brain going. All right, they also had a scented coffee espresso martini. And last but not least, a scented coconut pina colada. You can get all those little baby bottles if you're doing like a shower, a bridal shower, or a birthday party, and you want to do little favors like get little pina coladas and put them with the... I'm sorry, I could just go on forever. You know, I think I should have like maybe thrown parties for a living or something. All right, also in Makeup and Beauty, excuse me having to get close up here, but like I mentioned before, I have a lot going on the table here. All right, these are by B Color. They have some more, I used to call it boba tea, boba milk tea lip glosses, and this one here is blueberry scented. And if you look nice and close, let me get the glare off, bear with me a moment. Do you see like right up in there those little balls? See those little balls right there? Those are the little tea balls. They also had strawberry, Miss Judy. And speaking of Miss Judy, I saw her the other day. She's such a sweet pea. I don't know if can I mention that you're a new grandma? Or wait, oh, I just did. Judy's got a new grandbaby. So if you want to give her a little congratulations down below, a beautiful little girl. Hit her up down below, first time grandmama. We also have strawberry scented for our Miss Judy. And last but not least, chocolate scented. That's a little bit different, but willing to give it a shot. All right, don't beat me up now, you guys, because I do a lot of donating. I do a lot of gifting. I do a lot of friend mail, a lot of giveaways. So every now and then I do find a little something. I got my hands on some new hand sanitizers. These smell really, really nice. All right, the first one I have here is Sunset Breeze Scented. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see the glitter. You guys see the glitter going on there? Yeah, it's not great on camera, but it's there. So this is a new scent out and about. And then the store also had, I was able to get 3 of each scent. This one is Peach Fizz. If you like peaches, well, this is amazing. And I'm loving these new glitter tops. Very pretty, very, very pretty. So word on the street is there's like 4 or 6 more scents coming out. I don't know. It's starting to get like the socks, you guys, really. It's like Beanie Babies all over again. All right. This I thought was so cute and so fun. I just had to grab them. I couldn't make up my mind which one, but I'm going to keep one for myself, give one to my daughter, and then probably give these other ones to the girls down below. These are by Disney. They've got the Disney trademark right on the back, just like the Mickey Mouse ears on Patty's butt. She's the one that told us all she's got a tattoo, so we're going to just spread it around. These are egg timers. Now, what's different about these are it gives you soft, medium, and hard. So what you're supposed to do is these are like, they almost look like, what do I want to call them? Yeah, Beth. Bouncy balls. What do I want to say? I can't think of them right now. Rubber balls, hard balls. Anyways, hard balls. You put this in the water with your egg while you're boiling it. And this will change colors to let you know if you want it soft, medium, or hard. However, before you use this product, they're very specific in mentioning that you must boil the egg by itself 2 times and then throw away the water before you use it. Okay, anyways, these are just cute and fun to look at. All right, you guys, you're in so much trouble. We have Stitch. Look at his little face. So do you see where it says soft, medium, hard? Once this is in the water, this is going to change colors. I usually just kind of time it, but hey, you know, these are fun. They also had Garfield. And technology is so different now than it was, you know, back in my day. They also had SpongeBob. And last but not least, oh, Cheryl. Look it. They had Minnie. I didn't see any Mickey Mouse or anything like that. Again, they all do change color according to how you like your eggs. All right. I have seen a few people haul these, and they were on my wish list. And again, I saw Margot. I said, Margot's in Connecticut. Like, I'm about an hour and 45 minutes probably from Margot. Yeah, about 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes. Usually if she's getting something, it's going to head my way at some point. Well, there's 3 versions of these guys out. The one version I passed on. These are called Duck-a-loos. Duck-a-loos. Dazzle Ducks. There's 400 different stones in these packages. So they had this package. The one I passed on was a white package, and it had like all tattoo stuff in it. It was basically stickers. And then they have this package. So what you're getting in here, we're going to open one up and check it out. I'm going to open a pink one. So what you're getting is your glue stick, your Dazzler pointer to put your stones on, your tray for your stones, a whole bunch of instructions, and then, whoops, something fell out. This is the glue, and then your duck, which is very pretty, just all by herself. So yeah, sit around with your friends, have a couple of brewskis or whatever. There you go. Another great, I mean, you probably couldn't do it all in one night. Well, I guess you probably could if you were having a party. But another great idea if you were looking for favors for a baby shower or something like that. I love these. I think they're fun. I'm going to give a couple to my daughter, one for myself. And yeah, they'll go very quickly. All right. These are to die for. I think these are so cute. The kids are going to love these. These I found down the aisle where I feel like I'm sinking into the couch, and I am because my foot has a cramp in it. And right before I started filming, you know what? You guys don't care, right? It's just me. I had a cramp in my foot before I started filming, and I was walking around trying to get it out, and now it's back. All right, these were in the housewares department. And basically where you get all your plastics and things like that. These are so cute. These are, in my opinion, they're little snackle boxes is what they are. Plain and simple. This is so cute. So they have this little plastic star. And you have these little hinges that we pop open. It's a little snackle box is what it is. Look at that. Is that not a little snackle box? For the kids. How about, yeah, let me think now. Pretzels, some cheese wedges, some carrots, you know, whatever you want to do. The kids like little containers of their own. They like to do their own things. This is adorable. So you got 2 little snaps on each side, which locks it down. They had this little star, And then this matching little butterfly. That's what I'm calling it anyways. This also opens up. The lid comes off. And this is also a little snackle box. Or what do they call it? A bento box? Bento box? I think that's the other name for it. Yeah. Says it right there. There we go. But I call them little snackle boxes. I think they're adorable. They had them in a couple different colors. I won't open every one because I already showed you. A purple star, a little, I love this set right here. And last but not least, they had them in a couple other colors, but of course I can't buy the whole, store. They had this matching set. And the other set was just like this, but I want to say it was like yellowish, greenish kind of color. But they are absolutely adorable. And one just went flying across the family room floor. Alrighty. Now, I mentioned at the very beginning of the video that I had a couple of things that I got in the plus aisle section. So this item that I'm going to share with you, I'm actually going to be putting it on the table here. It smells absolutely delicious. And this is a candle, which is 14 ounces. It has 2 wicks, and I'm sitting here and I can smell it from here. It is raspberry tangerine. Beautiful candle. It has such an amazing smell to it. I cannot wait to get into it. My candle I currently have going right now is actually still from Christmas, and it's probably going to go by tonight. So this is going to take its place. It's a nice frosted pink glass. It doesn't look real pink on screen, but trust me, it's pink. Very pretty. A nice little gift for somebody. Get yourself a little gift bag. Pop that in there. Gorgeous. So that was $5. I was excited to find that. I'm thinking about, I have to go back and get another one of these because the BF and I, we like our beach time. And I've heard lots of things about these. I've never had one, but I gotta tell you, it is so soft. And I thought these would be perfect to go to the beach with. This is a Turkish towel. It's 48 inches by 60 inches. It's 34% cotton, 65% polyester. Beach towel, picnic blanket / throw. They had them in a couple different colors. Well, the colors I should say were basically all this beige stripe, but some were like a bluish color. I kind of liked this reddish pink. It kind of tickled my fancy more than the other ones. At the end, you have this knotted material that's frayed a little bit, but it sure feels really nice and soft. And I thought, sometimes we throw our towels down and they just get all blah. I thought this would be something that feels like it would shake off the sand really easily. I would assume for washing purposes, wash with dark color separately. So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I should go back and get another one because for $5, it's not bad. I could have one on my chair, he could have one on his, and well, then we're gonna need one for Mia. Alrighty, now, those were the 2 $5 items. I have 2 $3 items, and these were basically in the food aisle. They were all the way over here on the other side of the couch, so oh my gosh, I had to stretch. Little Debbie's been hanging out at the tree lately. I felt like this was a decent buy. Maybe if you get them on sale, you could probably get them cheaper, but sometimes you just need that little pack of something. Perfect for snack bags, perfect for the car, perfect for your purse, whatever. You get 20 muffins, and there's 4 muffins per each pouch. So they had blueberry, and again, these were $3 a box. And then I also picked up chocolate chip. Now, I did break into a box of the chocolate chip ones because I got 2. I had a moment. Super soft. They're about yay big round, about the size of a $50. But they didn't have that, sometimes when you get packaged muffins, in my opinion only, you taste that, I don't know what it is you're tasting. Like, you're tasting it's been in a package. I don't know how to describe it off the top of my head. But these didn't have that. Especially when you're dealing with chocolate chips or anything with fruits and stuff, I feel like if it's been in a package for too long, it just kind of doesn't taste right. But hey, that might just be me. Anyways, I was giving them both a thumbs up because I've had them both. They're both delicious. And great for the snack boxes for the kids. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys know what I'm going to say, right? Well, yes, I hadn't been to Dollar Tree for a couple of days shopping, so this is only half of my Dollar Tree haul. But I will be back tomorrow to share the other half with all of you. I so enjoyed this me time. It just goes by too fast. It just goes by too fast. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Until next time, a big hug from me to all of you. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye for now.